Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm reviewing a beautiful Vostok Russian tool watch, and I want to raise my glass of vodka today to all of you, and thank you for watching. And this is a Vostok Amphibian 170891, I believe is the model number. Before we get into that, let me do a quick wrist check. I have the Laurier Hydra 2 on today. I have a video, I'll put a link up top here on this one. It's a really nice piece. I wear this a lot recently. This initially was sent in by Laurier Watches, but I ended up keeping this. It's a really nice piece. What else do I have here? I have my Atlantic Worldmaster. Really gorgeous dress watch. I also have a video on this. I'll put a link up top. Look at that dial. Amazing piece. And I have my old Atlantic Worldmaster. I also have a video on this bad boy. Look at that dome and that distortion. Amazing. And what else? This is the last one I'm going through. This is my Seiko mod build, whatever you want to call it. Beautiful piece. And I also have a video on this one. If you have interest, you can take a look at that video, and I speak about the build of this watch. Look at that distortion. Unbelievable. Okay. And we have another one. We're gonna keep that one for a little time. That's a special piece there. All right, so let's get into this watch. Maybe you pour yourself a glass of wine or something too, or some vodka. All right. This is a lovely tool watch, real tool watch, a Russian tool watch. This is a Vostok Amphibian, and I have this for maybe 2-3 weeks now, around there. And it's a really cool piece, this watch. So the story behind why I ended up buying this. I'm on Instagram with a lot of other watch people there, and I seen very nice gentleman. I talk to him once in a while. He does amazing photography, and he had got one of these, and I kept looking at it. I didn't really know how to get the, how to take this watch. Is it a good watch? Is it what? Tell me about it. So I talked to him a little bit and explained to me a little bit about the watches. I ended up finding one. I got this on eBay, and I got it in maybe, I don't know, about 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks or so. Mine didn't come from Russia. I came from Ukraine. I hear if you purchase this from a seller from Russia, it takes a really long time to get to the US where I live. Now, this specific model, it seems to be like, maybe it's just me, maybe I'm wrong, but it seems to be like the cream of Vostok. To me, at least. The way this watch looks, it's just such an amazing look to it. And this is a cheap watch. I mean, Vostok watches, you can find them on eBay starting around $50. All right, so $50, they go up to, most of them trade around $80, $90, $100. Okay. Now there are models, they're up to $600, $700, $100. You know, some older ones, limited edition and so forth. This one, I see now that this one, the sellers are really catching on to this, because now I see them on eBay for $250, $290, $230. They were a lot cheaper when I got this one. I'm not sure what happened, but I think the sellers are catching on that this is pretty much is becoming a you know, an Instagram, you know, kind of eye candy, if I can call it that, because it's such a good looking piece. So, a little bit of details about this watch. Has a 42mm case. This is the biggest watch I have. It's about 14mm high. It has this really nice case that slopes down, and it's a thick case. It's one of the thickest watches I have too. It has a really nice view side profile. It's really cool looking. It has a plexiglass, so it does distortion really nice. If you look at that beautiful distortion. It has a bi-directional bezel, which is pretty loose. I mean, it's you know, for a watch, you know, that's under, you know, well, now it's like $300, these watches. You know, for a cheap watch, the bezel action is, you know, it's what you expect. I mean, you know, there's no clicks, obviously. It's bi-directional. It has a automatic movement that's all in-house, made by Vostok. Vostok's been around for, you know, 50 years, if not more than that, probably more than that, 50 in the 1950s. And they've been making watches for the Russian army and so forth. They have a really long history, but they become like this cult of you know, watch enthusiasts. They're really watch enthusiasts are really digging these Vostok watches, and so do I. Here's the Vostok. Salute. So now the insert, I mean, the insert seems like it's like aluminum, I'm assuming, and it's painted, but it looks really nice. I mean, it could be even plastic. I have no idea what the hell it is. You know, maybe some watch guys will tell me, but I guess, I don't know. It kind of sounds like metal. I don't know what I mean, it might be aluminum. Or for all I know, it's some kind of, you know, stainless steel or something. Who knows what it is, but it looks really nice, actually. It's painted really nice. Kind of like a shiny look to it. Has a really nice pip at 12 o'clock. And as a date, that's on a black tone, as you can see that, and it's black background. And it has this really nice skeleton hands. And the reason for that is because this whole dial looms insanely beautiful. I will show you a loom shot. You're going to be floored when you see this loom shot. Now, how does it wear? Well, before we get into that, let me show you what you get for your money. You get this lovely cardboard box. Cardboard box. You don't really get a whole lot. You get this, you know, pillow, some foamy stuff, and you get a book that's in, I believe it's in all Russian. I haven't really looked at this thing at all. Yeah, I guess that's the, maybe information about movements and maybe warranties in here, who knows. Now they recommend to get these watches serviced every 10 years. So that's good. 10 years. Now hopefully it'll last 10 years. I don't know if it's gonna last 10 years, but we're gonna find that, I guess. It comes on this bracelet. It's really nice and shiny. I've never worn this once. I don't like it. So it has a butterfly clasp. and it's really jiggly. I mean, for 100, 150 bucks, 250, whatever they are now. What do you expect? I mean, you can't have everything, right? So it has flat end links. Now I wear this on. I've actually purchased this on Amazon for like, I don't know, 40 bucks, I think. This is a strap coat. This is not some cheap bracelet. I've been wearing it on this, and I mean, strap coat bracelets are really nice, and this is really nice and thin, and it looks really good on the watch. I'll put it on in a couple minutes here. But recently, I've been wearing it on this sailcloth. I'll put the information for the sailcloth. These are absolutely amazing. I have two of these. I have one on the Laurier, and I also put one on this. Now let me take this off, and I'll put the metal bracelet on, and I'll show you what it looks like. I'll be right back. So like I always do, I forget to show what it looks like on my hand. So there you go. This is on the Arten strap sailcloth, and it looks like a really expensive watch. Now it is thick, so it's gonna be thick, but that's fine. I mean, this is a man's watch, 200 meters, diver. All right, I'm gonna take this off and put on the metal bracelet. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back with this piece on a bracelet. Now this bracelet, it's really nice. And there's other bracelets available, you can use. It says a 22 millimeter, so you pick pick whatever you want. Now the watch enthusiasts go for a certain look for this. There's not that many people I see on Instagram with this piece, but the ones that have it, they either have it on a NATO or a rubber strap, and some have it on bracelets. But everybody has different tastes and so forth. I like this bracelet. I think it looks really nice on this bracelet. Now it's flat end links, so you have to find obviously flat end links bracelets for this. Let me show what this looks on my hand with the metal bracelet. Look at this bad boy. This is a tool watch. This is no joke. So yeah, it's gonna be thick on your hand. Yeah, but it looks really nice. Now I did a video on the Submariner, and I complained about the super case, and I caught some hell for that. A lot of people, and I don't like that case, but I like this thing. I know. Now obviously I like this because this is not a $10,000 watch. This is $100 or whatever you find it on eBay or whatever other avenues. But this has such a vintage look. I mean, this watch looks like it's from the 50s, the 60s. This case reminds me of a Doxa diver. Now there's so many variation of Vostok watches. Some really funky looking, different colors, and there's some really nice, colors to choose from, and different bezels and bezel inserts, and really nice. They even make some dress watches. Here's the Vostok. You make really cool watches. So why not buy a watch, for $100 and just to have it in your collection, just use it here and there, just for fun. So it looks really nice. It's a really good looking piece. Now let's open this up a little bit and see what the crown has to show. So it is a screw-in crown. You take it out, and this is your spot. Now, when you first open this, you're gonna think, oh my God, I broke the crown. But this is how these are. This design, apparently, it takes the pressure off whatever system they use, and it works really nice. It does, you can hand wind it. It doesn't hack. And from here you move the time. Now it doesn't have a quick date change or a quick set or anything like that. It has a really weird system. You have to go to 12 o'clock where it changes, and then you have to take the watch back to 9, and then it's going to change the date to the following day, and then you go back to 12, and then you go back to 9. It's a really weird thing, but it works. Maybe I'll do a video how to change the date on a Vostok Amphibian. But in any event, I mean, once this thing is sealed, that's it. You're good. Yeah, you look at it and you think, what in the world? But that's the way these are. They're all like that. But you know, this is the way these watches are. So they work. Takes some getting used to. What I like about the crown is that when it's really easy to get the crown back in. You know, it doesn't skip or anything. You know, sometimes you put a crown in and it gets stuck or whatever. All right, so let me give you the most impressive thing about this watch, the lume shot. I'll be right back. Okay, so we dim the lights a little bit, so I just want to show you what it should look, what a real diver should look like. Look at this thing. Now that's a lume shot right there. So yeah, it is insanely beautiful. This lume shot, this lume dial, not application of lume. The whole dial looms up, and it's just a show. This watch. I mean, and it holds pretty good. I mean, it's not gonna hold for hours or anything, but once you charge it, it is good for maybe a good 15 minutes, maybe. So yeah, it's a really cool piece. So yeah, I don't see a reason why people shouldn't buy themselves a Vostok watch. It's an affordable piece, and it's something really rugged. You can bang this, you can really wear this thing. And from what I know from all the watch guys I talk to, these movements are pretty solid. So you're not gonna have a whole lot of issues with these things. All right, so that's about it with this piece. If you like a piece like this, go to eBay, find other avenues. I mean, there's plenty of Vostok watches for sale. Now this one is hard to find. There might be others who are, limited and so forth. There's not that many, watches like this one. Before I let you go, timekeeping. This is about 30 seconds fast. There you go. We don't buy these watches to keep time anyway. We buy them because we like watches and automatic movements and manual movements and quartz movements, whatever you like. So yeah, this is a little fast, but I'm sure if I open this thing, I can regulate it. But I didn't try to open it up or anything. So yeah, in 2 days you're gonna be a minute gain, whatever, not a big deal. Move it back. Or maybe, it'll just regulate itself, how Russian pieces are. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Have yourself a good night. Subscribe if you're interested. Hit notification. Give these videos a like. And I'll catch you on the next one. If you have interest, I have other videos you can scroll through and have a good laugh on some of those. And I'll get back here and do more videos. Have yourself a good evening.